Good morning, everyone, and Happy New Year to all of you. I wanted to take a moment to wish you a Happy New Year and also to do whatever I can to set your mindset for 2017. But before we go ahead and get into what our mindset can be, if we choose it to be, for 2017, I want to let you know that we will be having our first class of the year, The Language of Influence, starting January 26th, and the class is on Thursday, and it's from 12 to 1 p.m. So we'll be doing that class starting Thursday, January 26th from 12 to 1 p.m. And you can register at nlp.robscoaching.com. So registration is open. Feel free, check out the site, read up on it. So this way you know what the language of influence is, which is basically language skills and how to deliver and present yourself when you're connecting with clients, when you're connecting with people at all walks of life using neuro-linguistic programming. So that's my little commercial for the beginning of this video. And what I wanted to talk to you guys about today was with regards to how to set ourselves up for 2017. And when I say that, meaning it all starts with our mindset. So many times, December 31st comes around, we're thinking to ourselves, okay, some people have decided not to have resolutions, some people have decided to have resolutions, whatever the case might be, whatever you choose to do when it comes to setting your goals for 2017. And right now, I'm specifically speaking to real estate brokers, but this also applies to anyone who's in the sales industry, anyone who's looking to accomplish anything with their life, whether you're a school teacher, whether you're an attorney, it doesn't matter. You could be someone who runs a title company, you're in sales, or you're a counselor. Whatever career you have, you can put these principles to use. And the main principle that I want to point out to all of us today is living as if. So when you live as if, the basic principle, and it's a neuro-linguistic programming concept that we teach, that I teach in a lot of my classes, is you live your life as if the outcome is going to happen. And why is this important for all of us as we enter 2017? Because what I've noticed, and I'm sure you've noticed this as well too, is that so many of us, we start our day and we start our life, we start our goals, we start everything with a goal, with an intention, but in the back of our minds, we have the little voice saying, what if this doesn't happen? Or what if it goes wrong? What happens if I don't accomplish this? What happens if I don't make enough? Or what happens if something comes up in the middle of the line? I mean, we're always just thinking of the worst possible scenario. So what does that do for us? Number one, it ends up limiting our goals. So instead of you saying, let's say as a real estate broker, that this year you want to sell or close 25 transactions. Okay, so for someone who chooses to live as if they have already closed 25 transactions, their behavior is going to be different than the person that says, I'm going to close 25 transactions, but in the back of their mind, they're thinking to themselves, how are they going to do that? How are they going to manage it without an assistant? How are they going to accomplish this in terms of time? Because in their own mind, they're thinking, oh, wow, closing 25 transactions in 12 months, that means I'm going to be at work 7 days a week. Whatever it is, your mind starts going, you start thinking in scarcity, and you begin to just lose focus. And before you know it, that 25 very easily becomes 8. And that doesn't work. That's not going to work for you. Understand that whatever it is that you choose to do in 2017 is going to be based on the story that you tell yourself and that you choose to believe. And from there, your actions will follow. Your actions will follow based on the story that you tell yourself and what you choose to believe. And from there, you're going to get the results that you were looking to get. So when you live as if this year you're going to close 25 transactions, then what kind of actions will you be taking? Will you sleep in every day? Will you allow yourself to get distracted by emails or even Facebook or social media, whatever the case might be? Now you get to look at your life and you get to say, who do I get to be to have these results turn out? and be connected to the results. Are you doing this for the purpose of ego? Who knows? Sometimes we want to sell or close 25 transactions so that we can feel confident, we can feel like we're great agents, or we can feel like we're great real estate brokers. Or are you doing this because you know that you and your family have plans, that you want to be able to go on a fantastic vacation and you want to take the entire family? Or are you doing this because you just want to do better than the year before? You may want to increase your goal. You're just at the point where, selling 7 or 8 transactions or 10 homes or 15 homes is not doing it for you anymore. Who knows what your motivation is, but get connected to that motivation. And I want to encourage you to live as if it's already going to happen. So that this way you can notice your decisions, you can notice your behavior, you can notice that whatever it is that you put in your mind, that's going to produce the results that you get for 2017. And this applies to anything. This applies to relationships. This applies to your finances. This applies to your job, your current career, whatever it is. It applies to family. Live as if it's already happened, so that this way your actions will follow. Very, very important. So again, thank you for taking this time to listen to this short video, and I hope this gives you some perspective on how to embrace 2017 and make this your best year ever, because I am super confident, despite whatever circumstances are happening in this world, that this is going to be a phenomenal year. And not because of who's in office or anything along those lines, or what's happening in another country, or what's happening with the economy. There's something that I learned years ago, and this is very important. Wherever there is crisis, there is opportunity. I'll say that again. Wherever there is crisis, there is opportunity. So whatever your mind is telling you right now, if your mind is saying, oh, there's a crisis happening, there's a challenge in my life happening right now at this moment, things may not be going exactly the way I want it to be, whether it may be with your finances, with relationships, with your current job, it doesn't matter. Wherever there is a crisis, look for the opportunity, because there is an opportunity waiting for you to embrace it as soon as you get your head and get your fears out of the way and you choose to connect with those opportunities. So folks, I want to leave you with that. Live as if things were going to happen, because they are, because you declared it. And one last time, if you are interested in learning more about neuro-linguistic programming, please take a moment, visit my website, NLP, that's N as in Nancy, L as in Larry, P as in Paul, .robscoaching.com, and register for the class in January 26th, 2017, which is going to be just a few weeks from now. Our first class is from 12 to 1 p.m. and the class is located at 1155 Avenue of the Americas on the 6th floor. But all the information is on the website. Take a moment, look through the material so you can see exactly what I'm going to be teaching for 12 weeks, and sign up for the class. You definitely will benefit. It will set your year off in the right direction with your business, and you'll see the growth. Everyone that has taken the language of influence has improved their business at least by 50%, if not more. I'm being very conservative, but they've all improved their business. Thanks again for taking the time to watch, and looking forward to seeing you soon. Have a great day.
Hey, I just want to say that Rob Carbuccia is a great instructor, brings a lot of flavor, a lot of interest, a lot of humor to the classes. I learned a lot of great things about persuasion and language of sales.
Language of influence. Cut!
Yeah, right.
We got Michael Himes here with Keller Williams New York City, productivity coach.
Yes.
Go ahead, Michael, share.
Okay. So I took neuro-linguistic programming with Rob Carbuccia, and I was so amazed at how deep he was able to get into the way that I use language to frame the world. And that helps me connect with others much more efficiently than I have in the past. And I consider myself well-trained. I've had great mentors. And then I met Rob, and I went to a whole new level of understanding how to influence people with my language.
Awesome.